Hey, it's Chris Loxamana here, reminding you to check out the podcast Resume, where I invite guests to recall some of the old jobs they had growing up, while also sharing some insight on their very interesting careers now. I'm talking about all sorts of people, from business owners to comedians, musicians, the Corolla Digital staff. There's even a bank robber in there somewhere. So subscribe to the show for free on iTunes, listen through the Corolla Digital app, or find any episode you want at chrisloxamana.com. Once again, the podcast is called Resume. Thanks for coming in, and we'll let you know.
This is Corolla Digital. Welcome to Hammer and Nails. And now, here's your hosts, Skip and Alison Bedell.
Hey, welcome back to Hammer and Nails.
And we're here. We're back.
I'm Alison.
How we doing, guys? I'm Skip.
And we have Joe.
And that is Mr. Joseph Cumia back there.
Twisting knobs. Thank you.
Always turning the knobs.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming back again. Cannot thank you enough. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for trying us out if this is your first pod. If you don't like it, please don't be discouraged. Try some of the others. We can't make them all perfect.
Yeah, come back and listen.
Yeah, come back and listen. And if you like us, please tell a friend. Please click subscribe on whatever pod listener you are using, either iTunes. There's the Adam Carolla podcast app where you can also listen to all of his podcasts, including ours, because we are on Corolla Digital Network.
Podcast One.
Podcast One. Please go over there, subscribe. There's lots of different ways you can listen to us, either on your smartphone, on your shit phone, or on your computer.
It's a shit phone.
Yeah. I don't, you know.
Is that like the flip? Like, do people still have those?
Yeah. Some people do. I don't even know if you can get any I think you can get some internet. I don't even know if anybody listens to shit on those phones. But thank you anyway. Whichever way you are listening, even if you're on the toilet listening, we thank you, and we actually really,
you can't
really
get us on the beeper, though. Like, if you don't have a phone yet, you're still on the beeper world.
Yeah. You can send us all ones as a code for I love you.
Everybody had a code for something.
Yeah, it comes in Morse code.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So thank you for doing that. We really appreciate it. That really, really, really helps us out a lot. If you tell a friend, and also if you click subscribe, that's a really huge deal to us. So please do that. We also wanted to remind everybody, if it hasn't come up too soon, Atlanta, Georgia, September 9th, we're going to be at the National Center for the Prevention of Home Improvement Fraud annual Protecting the People luncheon, honoring the one and only me and Skip. For our help,
it's going to be cool, right?
For our help educating the public.
The stuff that we do on Catch a Contractor and helping people out with.
Wouldn't that be the two and only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Skip?
No, there's only one Alison and Skip.
Okay, gotcha.
Bedell.
There's only one you and one me.
Yeah, and as a couple, there's only one us.
Oh.
So it's going to be an annual luncheon.
So is it like one award, or am I getting my own, and then you're going to give you one?
I think we're each
No, 'cause
getting
I want
one.
my own.
Well, you can have the whole fucking thing if you want.
I want my own award.
All right, you can have it. I'll give you everything I have, baby.
It's a special
So
award.
it's like $100.
And I'll take it.
And it's raising it for a good cause, because we are trying to educate the public about how not to get screwed, because just face it, either you or somebody you know has been screwed. So we want to teach you guys how not to get screwed. So if you come and hang out with us, we guarantee you a good time. We are fun, we are cool, and we are the place to be. And I'm just saying that, just come trying to make us sound good. But
There's that build-up again.
I know. So if you go online, go on my Facebook page, or go and look up their website, the National Center for the Prevention of Home Improvement Fraud, and there will be a link there for you to click and purchase a ticket to go hang out with us on Wednesday, September 9th. Please do that. We would love to see you and meet you and hang out and have a great time. And with that being said, we have a lot to catch up on. Skip Bedell. He's making that fucking face right now. I swear to God, I'm going to kick you in the balls.
Wow.
Because I'm
What
getting
just
like
happened?
long. He's making that you're getting long-winded thing. But meanwhile, you've got nothing to say. You have nothing to say.
Just wake me when it's over.
Fuck you, okay? Fuck you and your fucking face.
Get on with it, goddamn it.
You don't have anything to say. Fuck you, son of a bitch.
What the hell is going on this week? What are we doing?
It's the fucking summer. It is hot. It is humid, and it blows. I'm so pissed. I don't like when it's just kind of. It's been like nice, and then it gets shitty again. Today's really humid.
The only thing I like doing in like the summertime, like you don't want to work in it, especially me. I work outside. I'm sweating, I'm filthy and dirty and sweaty, but just riding the bike. It's like, this is a great time of the year to ride bikes. So for all you people out there riding motorcycles now, you're like in your glory, right? Because this is when we're doing it.
Yeah.
This is like the time of the year.
We have not.
I ride a bike every day.
Yeah.
Scared me.
Someone stole my bike.
My bicycle.
Somebody stole my bicycle.
Joe wears his bicycle helmet even when he's not riding his bicycle.
I'm one of those guys.
It's all right. He's
fucked
special, man.
In case I fall down or something.
In case I hit my head.
We used to ride all the time. Part of our beginning of our relationship was centered around the bike. Because I had never been really on a bike until I was with you. I was on like once in college.
And I corrupted you and turned you into a filthy biker bitch.
Yeah, baby. Dirty.
Within a matter of months, Joe, I had her leathered up and...
Within a matter of months, I had him tattooed up. When I met him, he had no tattoos. It was all me. I had all the ink, and he had none.
It was not because I didn't want them. It's just because I just never had time to get in there and sit for 6 hours.
Because all the crazy
at a
bitches you were with
goddamn
didn't
time.
like it.
No bullshit. I don't give a fuck what they like.
They were all like, I don't like the ink. It looked like a dirt bag.
Are you crazy? That had nothing to do with why I didn't have tattoos. Because I just hadn't gotten in there. I already had plenty of... When I sat down in the chair the first time, I knew exactly what I wanted, right? That's because I've been thinking about it for years.
Well, the first time I'd shown you mine, you were like, yeah, I wanted to get something like Japanese
how many
style.
people want like tattoos, but they haven't done it yet? But they all, they think about it though.
But they don't wait until they're like 60.
All right, but what are you bringing up my ex-bitches for? That has nothing to do with my girlfriends. I don't give a fuck what my girlfriend want. Tattoo's not for the girlfriend, it's for you.
Okay, whatever you say, Skip Bedell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we used to ride all the time. That was a huge part. I was a completely inexperienced biker with the exception of a huge burn mark I had on my calf from the muffler of somebody who gave me a lift upstate in Oneonta. I was going to
That
the
is
mall.
classic amateur move, getting
Yeah.
on the bike with shorts on and
Yeah.
just searing your leg on the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I still have the scar. I will never forget the sizzle of my skin on that fucking
Oh,
muffler.
yeah, as you peel your leg
Yeah.
off the pipe.
Yeah, and you
Just
smell
stuck
the
to it.
burning skin. It's
It
disgusting.
smells like steak.
Yeah. Not quite.
More
Not
like
as
chicken.
appetizing. Yeah, that really sucked. But
You
yeah.
ever done that, man? You ever burn your leg
Does
off?
Alison taste like chicken?
Tastes like a fine filet mignon.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you, my love.
Juicy meat steak.
Anyway, we used
You
to
ever
go...
burn your leg on the pipe, man?
On a dirt bike, I did. Back in
hurts,
the day.
right?
Yeah.
How much does that hurt?
Well,
Yes,
now
it
she's
fucking
making
hurts.
the face.
Yeah.
I'm making the face because I keep starting a sentence and you keep cutting me off. How
I'm
many
just
times?
wondering-
How many?
I'm just wondering, 2 of us in the room have
Fuck,
burned their
man.
legs, so all right. It fucking hurts.
Guys, I hate starting a sentence. You keep cutting it off.
Go for it.
No, I'm just going to bring it up how we used to always go upstate all the time. We used to always go on long rides.
Right. So when we say upstate, for those of you around the country, we live in New York. Most of the time, when
On
we're not
Long Island.
on the West Coast filming Catch a Contractor. So in New York, up in the Catskill Mountains, the northern part of the state has some great riding up there, and we used to ride up there all the time, right? Then even up into like all over, Connecticut and Boston, up through Massachusetts,
Maine, we drove up to Maine.
Vermont,
That's beautiful
Maine.
riding.
Oh my God, Maine was amazing.
The
Well, Portland.
northeast,
Sorry, I popped a pee.
Portland.
Yeah, sorry. We went to Portland, and
Yeah.
we had some lobsters. That was a really nice trip. That was beautiful. We've been to some nice places. Even Boston, we rode to Boston when you wanted to get your when you had to get your passport for us to go to Canada.
Rhode Island, right?
Yep.
What's the harbor that we went to in Rhode Island again?
Oh, fuck. I don't remember.
What's the fancy town over there?
Providence?
No, man.
Providence, Rhode Island is.
That's fancy. I
Where
don't
all
know.
the mansions were.
Oh, the mansions.
Newport.
Yeah, Newport. Yeah. Newport. Oh, so if anybody's seen that picture of
Oh, my George.
the hammer,
Newport, lovey.
the hammer and nails picture, the one where we talked the poo pod picture, where you see me on the toilet. That was actually I had taken the picture of me on the toilet because at the mansions we went to the Rockefeller Mansion.
That was in Pooport.
Yes.
Pooport. Yes. I hopped over the velvet ropes in all of the mansions, and I made Skip take pictures of me on all of the toilets.
Yeah, we're walking through like these, billion-dollar homes, and they have all these antique bathrooms all roped off. You're not allowed to touch any of the things.
Yeah.
So she's like jumping over the ropes and like laying in the bathtub and sitting on the toilet. I'm like, really? Right
but
now?
making the faces like I'm like thinking like while I'm taking a shit.
Here's like all these people in their polo shirts and shit, and they're taking their family through, and of course us, the dirty bikers, come through. Of course we're going to break the rules and sit on the the $1 million toilet that they tell you not to touch.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I fucking wish I had a picture of me texting from the toilet.
I was just waiting to get thrown out of there every minute.
I know.
I
went to the bedroom.
I kept thinking in the back of my mind. I kept saying, "Here it comes, here it comes." Sir, you'll have to. Yes, it's time for you to go.
Yeah, that was a fun trip too. That was a nice trip on the bike.
When we went in the closet and like made out because they take you through a tour like a little group of people and you
Skip
walk.
likes to hump everywhere.
I do. Man. I like to do it.
He's like a dog.
I
with
like
the
to
humping.
do it in strange places where you're not allowed to go. It's the thrill of getting caught. It's like
it's not the thrill of getting caught.
No, it's just the thrill of doing it.
Exactly.
I like to do it.
Yeah. Even if we don't actually do it, he likes just the humping part, like
just hump
dry
your leg
hump.
like a dog. You just walk around with me attached to your leg, like
I know, like you did in the Museum of Sex. Get the
God.
fuck off of me in this place. I know. I don't want anybody to see us doing that.
They take us through the mansion tour. There's a tour guide up ahead of the line. There's 10 people or whatever, and you kind of walk from room to room. And we were like at the end of the line because I wanted everybody else to get up ahead of us.
I want to linger.
Now there would be a moment in each room that we would be there alone. If you're in the front of the line, there's always people watching you, right? So I'm like, let's get to the back of the line. And every time they walked out of the room,
we do that in elevators.
Oh my God, yeah. What's wrong with me?
It's a dead giveaway, Skip, though, because you walk around with a belt around your neck, amyl nitrate poppers all day, and
what the hell is wrong with me?
Oh my God. We've had some crazy experiences.
I'm like a teenager with a 24-hour hard-on.
You are. Really?
What the hell is going on?
Even more so than when we were first together, even more now.
It's you. You do that shit to me.
Wow.
You're sexy.
Thank you, baby. I try. I try just for you.
Testosterone
Working
thing.
Bow, bow. Yeah.
Working it, girl.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, so let the group get ahead of you.
Yeah.
Let me just a little hint for everybody out there that you're taking a tour. Always be last.
Especially now that we're on the show. Now that with the probability of us getting recognized, we have to play it more discreet. I know, that's what I'm saying, though. But if we do something where there's like other people who will recognize us, I definitely don't want people catching us doing the shit that we do.
I go out now with a freaking hat and glasses on to
you
go
do.
to the
And you still get
store.
recognized.
No, because it's not like I love everybody that watched the show. I love the fan, and it feels great. People are always super nice and want to can I take a picture. But sometimes you just want to go to the store and buy a freaking a dozen eggs or something. It's like
it prevented you last night at the concert. We didn't talk about the concert. It prevented you from getting a beverage at the concession because people kept stopping you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we went to Van Halen last night.
Dude, Van Halen last night.
Oh my
beach,
God.
Man. Jones Beach, for those of you who are familiar with New York and Long Island, Jones Beach outdoor arena, the stadium, like right on the beach, is just a great place to see concerts.
We had gotten tickets to go there courtesy of...
we went to actually Lynette Carolla's Mangria event a week
We had
or
talked
so
about
ago.
that a couple of pods ago, that we went to the Mangria tasting at the Park Avenue Tavern in New York City, and we were talking to these two guys who turned out to be the owners...
it's the owners of
the proprietors of the establishment.
One guy in particular, Rob Delabovi, what a nice guy, man. And as we're talking to him at Lynette's thing, he's like, oh, hey, listen, he's like, by the way, you guys want to go to Van Halen this week? It's like, at Jones Beach, and I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, I got a bunch of tickets, like, right up front, you'd be guests of the band and everything. He's like, but if you don't have time, like, if you're going to be out of town, I'm like, no,
we'll be there. Yeah, sure, sounds
we'll
fun.
go. No, thanks. So, we'll make time.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went last night, and what an awesome time.
Oh, my God,
David Lee Roth, sang
Great
with them.
seats. Thank you so so much for giving us those tickets. He ended up not being able to go. He had something that just came up, right?
Yeah, well, I texted with him later in the week after we saw him, and when I see him text me, I'm like, all right, here he comes. Hey, man, sorry. Remember that thing I told you about the tickets? Because how many times people tell you shit, and then, like, it doesn't work out, right? Like, so I'm waiting for the bomb to drop, and then when he says to me, he goes, hey, listen, by the way, I'm not going to be able to make the show. And then I'm like, oh, here it comes. Yeah, I got to go up to Canada for like a business thing. The company's sending me up there, whatever. But he's like, you guys go ahead and have a good time. I'm like, yes.
And you're on the band's list. Like, so we
He says, well, your tickets will be waiting for you at Will Call, which we've done many times for other events, right? But he's like, but you're going to be at a different, not the regular Will Call. You got to go to like the security booth because you're on Van Halen's guest list.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these tickets are going to fucking kick ass.
Yeah. It was really good. It was just such a nice gesture, and we had such a good time. We saw Van Halen together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like 4 years ago at Madison Square Garden. It wasn't that good. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was like lower energy. We had seats at the side of the stage, but
who was singing?
David Lee Roth.
Well, here's what happened with that. I can tell you what happened. The last time I saw Van Halen with David Lee Roth was like back in like the late 80s or so, and he was still doing backflips off the risers, and scissor kicks and all his martial arts shit, and wearing no shirt with the spandex. He was in insane shape.
Yeah.
So in my mind,
that's what you want to see.
That's David Lee Roth.
Yeah,
right? Like when you think of David Lee Roth, you think of all the acrobats and all the crazy shit he does, right? He's like spinning the microphone stand like a martial arts staff and shit, right? So he comes out on the stage. His hair's really short. I've never even seen pictures of the guy forever. His hair's really short, and he's doing none of that. He's kind of just walking from one end of the stage to the other as he's singing. And
yes, that's what it was. He was walking back and forth.
And I was like, wow.
That's what I had noticed.
No, his voice sounded great.
Yeah, it sounded great, but it was
like David Lee Roth. But I'm like.
Yeah,
right.
And I had seen them about maybe 4 years before that, and I was sitting at also Madison Square Garden on the floor way in the back, and it was amazing. It was like a really good show. I think I was telling you, he was like shredded. Everything, his arms, his abs, I mean, he was shredded. He looked amazing, and he had a lot of energy. So in comparison, when you and I went to go see him, it was like, But last night, it was like they got reinvigorated. It was unbelievable. It was so fucking good. And seeing Eddie, that's so cool, too, because he's like in the videos from like in the 80s where he's just getting so into it, and he does this whole faces thing, you know, like when he's playing.
Solo Joe, I mean, you of course can appreciate that, man. You're
God.
a master
He's
guitarist,
a monster, man. The guy's just a monster.
It was so good.
He changed the game where it comes to live playing.
Oh yeah. Like every one of their shows, he does the Eddie solo portion of the show.
Yeah.
And it was insane, man. And that's when you really our seats were really up close to the stage. We're only about maybe 10 rows back or so.
Yeah.
But you look up on the giant screens where
they're focusing on his fingers.
They have the camera, and all you can see is like the camera is just the tips of his fingers. So it's super up close, and you can see how he's working the string.
And his smile is like contagious, right? He's like so into it.
There's so much energy. He's like looking into the crowd with this crazy look. He's just like shredding the strings, and he's like,
David Lee Roth, he was doing a lot of running around last night. He was like very animated, so it was a good show.
It was great
definitely.
Last night. I mean,
the weather was perfect.
I didn't see any backflips, but
no, he didn't do any backflips. But he had a lot of energy. He did the whole spin in the mic stand. I thought that whole mic stand any minute now was going to go flying and kill somebody.
Like Marshall, like with staffs, right? With
sure.
Okay, so he's spinning this. Well, it takes the bottom part of it off. Like there's no the tripod portion of it. Now it's just the chrome neck, which is maybe 5 feet long,
and that's heavy.
Oh yeah,
that weighs.
And he's spinning this thing so fast you
God.
can't. It's just all you see is just like the blurs of it.
I saw somebody's going to lose an eye.
Oh yeah, I mean if that thing took off, it would have become like a helicopter.
Oh yeah,
going
lawsuit. Someone was going to be rich forever.
His nose. Did you see the video of? I think it was like they were doing something.
Yes, I saw that.
In New York.
What's
yes,
this now?
I showed it to you. The guy where the guy takes the sword.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to like cut something like a carrot off the guy, but he ended up cutting the tip of his friend's nose off.
Oh, the samurai sword.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about David Lee Roth with a broken nose.
Oh
you
no,
see that?
No, do tell.
He got it from whipping around his mic stand, and this was this had to be about 6 months ago, maybe.
That recent?
Oh shit!
Yeah, that shit's gonna hurt.
There was video of him doing a live. It was live somewhere. It was him, Eddie, Wolf, and and Alex playing live somewhere, and he came out and he had like a Band-Aid on his nose.
Oh,
he was hardly singing. It was during a rehearsal.
Oh, shit.
And he clocked himself in the nose.
Oh, my God.
Like a kid with nunchucks for the first day.
Oh, yeah, right?
That blows.
Get your back bruised up. Your nuts.
God
Everything.
knows how many of those things I made.
Oh, well.
Nunchucks. Yeah, you cut the broom handles off, right?
Yeah.
Drill some holes and put some shoestrings.
Here, Ma, watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. You just smack your nut. You're like, ah! Fucking Bruce Lee wasn't so cool then, right? I wonder if Bruce Lee ever hit himself in the nuts with his nunchuck.
Oh, God.
Nutchuck? Is that where the name came from?
No.
Chuck?
I don't know.
Shut up! Yeah, so
it was a perfect night.
concert.
The weather was beautiful, and the concert was great. We had a very nice time. Thank you so much for those tickets.
We were going to take the bike there, too, last night, right?
Yeah,
We were
but
thinking,
then, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do my hair curly tonight, just natural, and then I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. And then Skip was like, no, I'm going to have helmet head. And he's thinking about all the product he puts in his hair. That's exactly why you said no.
That is so not why.
That's what you said when I asked you.
No. Don't turn the story around. That's not why.
'Cause of your hair.
I told you. You're the one.
I don't want to go there with a baseball hat on.
Crazy
I
hair.
said it would be fine because if I do
give
my
a
hair
shit.
natural.
Whenever we ride, I always carry a hat in the bike with me because obviously you take the helmet
You didn't
off.
want to wear a hat at the concert.
I didn't feel like wearing a hat last night.
Because God forbid somebody recognizes you and you didn't,
No, it wasn't
don't
about
look
that.
like I got a hat
It had
head.
nothing to do with it. I wanted to be comfortable, and I would have been more comfortable taking the car last night. Not to mention the fact that I'm having a problem with the starter on the bike, which you know that I need to go into the shop. So,
Yeah.
So the last time we rode the bike, what happened?
I have to push.
Smart ass.
I have to push so that
Yeah, she had to push Stardust because that's ultra classic. It's a big heavy bike. My starter is I don't know what happened. It just started screwing up, and
we keep hitting the mic, hitting the wires. We're making a lot of annoying sounds.
Deal with it.
Sorry, people.
So wherever we went, we were riding somewhere, and the bike wouldn't start. So I'm like, well, she doesn't know how to ride. She can't. So I can't push her. I mean, that'll be the most likely choice to me push, right? But so now you had to push me here with me, my big ass on this 1,000-pound motorcycle.
Him doing like the feet wag, like when the doggy paddle, but with his feet.
Well, I was trying to help you. So we had a push start it, and bump it and pop the clutch and and then of course it ran fine, but I don't know, I couldn't get it started. So it hasn't been in the shop since then. So that's going in the back of my mind too. As much as I want to take to the bike,
he doesn't want to be embarrassed pushing it in front of people in the parking lot.
Think about that now, right?
Yeah. Hey, there's that guy from Catch Contractor.
Yeah, and you're
what's the matter? Can he afford a good bike?
You're out there pushing. So all that's going through my head.
Yeah, so you look like a pussy, and I look like the badass pushing it.
Yeah, you know what? Not to mention we just got another car, so I'm like, I was kind of
it was fun actually. Going down Ocean Parkway with the convertible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was really nice.
That's the ride, right?
Yeah,
if you grew up where we are, right?
Yeah.
Like Long
Ocean
Island,
Parkway's
anybody has a fast car or a fast motorcycle, Ocean Parkway.
It's
is
like
the road
Ocean
that-
Raceway.
That's it. Yeah, it runs the whole length of the beach, probably for
Fire
about,
Island.
Yeah, and there's nothing but dunes.
Oh,
and
yeah, all the way to
that's it.
Jones
Everybody
Beach.
runs out there on Sunday mornings with their Lambos and shit.
Yeah, Jones Beach, where we were, Jones Beach Amphitheater, is an outdoor concert venue. So you're literally on the beach in a concert venue. So the breeze is blowing. It's beautiful. You can see boats going by.
People pull up in boats.
Yeah. People actually park in the parking lot and don't even have to have a ticket and go into the place to see the concert because you can hear it perfectly right from the parking lot. So meanwhile, we get there last night, and the whole parking lot is like blocked off. There's like people standing there with like those big barriers, and it's almost like lots full can't come in.
Oh, where the entrance is to get into the parking lot off of Ocean Parkway, they got it coned off, so you
Like,
can't.
what the
I'm like,
fuck is this?
Where do we go to park now, right? So I drive around the circle to the Wantaw Parkway side, and there's no entrance, and I'm like, what the hell?
What do we do now?
So now I'm like going across the grass, I'm doubling back, and so I pull up to the guy where the cones are, and I'm like, well, how are you supposed to get into the parking lot? And he's like,
well, you can go up to Lot G. We're like, no.
So-
we got VIPs.
I told him, I
tickets.
said, well, I know there's special parking whenever you get a VIP pass. I said, we're on Van Halen's guest list. I said, where's the entrance to that lot? So he does like one of these, look to the left, look to the right to see if anybody's watching. He moves the cones and he waves us in. He's like, go all the way up. And I'm like, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
like,
thank God. Because the lot really was full. I mean, that was it.
Sold out show.
But I don't even think it was because it was sold out. It was that I think people are going there to, what is it called when they're in the back of their car?
Well, the tailgating. Yeah, and a lot of them go there. They don't even have tickets into the show. But if you're out in the lot, you can still hear the music. So people go.
Especially if it's Van Halen.
Yeah.
How loud are they?
Yeah, so there was just nothing.
Loud. Dude, you called it the other day when you said, are you going to Van Halen, man? Like, bring earplugs.
Yeah, we did. We ended up.
Which we didn't.
I had one dirty one left in my bag. I don't know where my clean pair went, but I was
you carry them in your bag when you go to the range, right? With and
I have sensitive ears, so
we were thinking we would take them, and we were in a rush to get out of the house because we're running late as usual, and because I'm waiting for the princess over here. And so we didn't remember the ear protection.
Let's not forget the prince, that what it was that you had to do for about 10-15 minutes that took up part of my getting ready time. Thank you very much.
There are some important things that have to happen.
Right.
Anyway, so
it involves his penis.
Testosterone again.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Real? I was just making a joke.
No, he had to get laid, so it cut into my getting ready time. But then he blames me.
What? Do we really need to talk about this?
Well, you're gonna put it out there that it was my fault that we're late. That was unnecessary.
Well, I tried to make it a quickie.
Well, that was my getting ready time, and you made a decision for both of us.
I did, and it was well worth it. Let me think. Leave the ear protection home because we had to fuck, or don't fuck and wear the ear protection. Yeah.
So we took our chances, and we ended up getting some.
I do that, by the way. I do that a lot. I am guilty of that. Like, I'll wait till she's already dressed because that's what happens. She gets all dressed up. She's got the skirt, the heels, and a few minutes before that, she was like, bathrobe, walking around. I'm like, oh, we're rushing around, get ready. Now I see her come out of the closet dressed like.
Who wants a girl? Who wants a girl when she's naked?
Well, no, dude. Listen, man. I'm just saying.
He likes the finished product.
I like to peel all that stuff off.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to get out of the house, right?
Yeah.
Because I always wind up and of course we're always rushing and we're always late, and that compounds the problem because, and then you're like, oh no.
Get away from me. Get off of me.
Get away.
Get off. Yep, there's a whole lot of that.
Pumping your leg like the dog.
Nope. Yeah.
Going into the full-blown air hump, walking around, following you around the house, and humping.
Yep. And then you end up getting pretzel dick in the car.
Oh my God, dude! Well, no one knows what pretzel dick. That's that was one of my Urban Dictionary words that I went to submit, which got declined, by the way. Pretzel dick. That's like when you're sitting down in the Joe. Like it leans to the left, leans to the right, whatever. All guys understand that. Maybe women don't, but it picks a side, and you don't really have any control over that.
You have no say in what side you're.
Yeah, so to the left or to the right. So whatever the case may be, we get in the car, and I'm wearing jeans, and now you sit down in the car, and everything's kind of tight and packaged in there, real tight and jammed in, and it's like it's all mashed up. And then you start, doing stuff, reaching over, rubbing my leg or whatever. And it starts out just like a nice little, she's got her hand on my leg as I'm driving. And then I'm like, oh, that feels kind of good. And then next thing you know, I'm like, things are starting to happen there. And it's got nowhere to go because it's all jammed up in these tight jeans and shit.
Yeah.
So, it's pretzel dick. That's what happens. It wants to go straight, but it can't.
No, yeah.
So it kind of just gets pretzeled up.
Yeah, and then you start adjusting.
Well, I mean, listen.
The adjustment's necessary. That's that even if you're not getting pretzel dick,
right?
The guy's got to adjust.
Oh my God! Remember when we were first together on the bike? We used to always take the pretzel dick out when we were upstate riding on the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Out.
Wait,
she'd be on the back of the bike. We'd be up riding mountain roads, with no one around. And
in other words, Skip was providing a saddle horn that wasn't there.
That's absolutely correct. Yes. So, see, in that case, you resolved the pretzel dick issue because your hands went from around my waist to
nothing like riding with my balls in the wind.
Well, they say it's like being in the wind, but everything was in the wind.
Yeah, and I was in the beginning, we just couldn't take. We're gonna stop. We did it. Oh my God! When we went upstate, where was that? That outside place with all those rocks, with that natural water. Where were we? It was when we went to go to Americade upstate by Lake George,
that's
right?
In the Adirondacks Mountains.
Yeah. We went to the bike rally, and then we went went to some scenic place, right, to see something.
It's like waterfalls. It's beautiful, right?
Yeah. We climbed over some fucking like fence. We went into some like river. Like we went past the barriers.
Up there, you can pull off the side of the road and like walk down like the embankment, like 100 yards off the road, and you're like all of a sudden you find yourself like on this little stream or river with water. Like you think you were in some like paradise. It's crazy. You're like we just like went off the road and found this place.
I think I still have a picture of you getting dressed again after we did our business on that rock by the water.
Dude, on it, just like
I've done
full-blown caveman style, like on a rock. Yeah. Just a giant boulder.
Check this out.
Alone at the time, but I did it.
Joe, check this out. Skip getting his clothes back on.
Come on, are you actually showing him?
I'm about to put my fucking glasses on.
She snaps a picture of my ass and me pulling my pants up.
I want to see that.
Yeah. Joe really wants to see that.
Yeah. You got that look on your face going, you really gonna take that picture?
No, I know. My look on my face was, did you just take a picture of me?
And then I took another. Yeah. That was like, it was a nice area. Like it was like old rocks and then like almost like a rock, big one flat long rock bed.
I like to do it in different like places that you're not supposed to.
Yeah. You do.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And outside too, right? Like it's a nature thing.
Yeah, it's very natural.
It's natural.
And that we're married, we're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's a Tarzan fetish. I don't know what the fuck it is. Anyway, so
we had some cool experiences. We used to ride all the time upstate.
A lot of riding. Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you remember that one time when we were with your stupid ass friend who always gave bad fucking advice? It's like whatever he said, you have to do the opposite. He was like,
Crazy Kenny?
Yes. So he was like, oh, I got this great place. I made a reservation. They got a great price. We're going to stay there. We're like, okay. So we made a reservation. And then we get to this fucking place. It was like Bates Motel, but worse.
This is up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Right? So
nothing around for fucking miles.
This is like like a one traffic light town. This is a no traffic light.
Yeah. I mean, it was like in the middle of nowhere. And it was like the dirtiest, the lowest of the low.
Oh, but he made it sound like we're staying in this luxury hotel. We get up there.
I said, I'm not staying in the...
It's like somebody's house. Like it was like a log cabin or something.
No, but it was like that strip. Like we have like a long strip of motel rooms, but it was like the lowest of the low. And I said to Skip, I'm like, I am not going in there. We're not staying
Motel
here.
6?
No, it was
Motel 1?
1,000. No, it was a no motel. It was just like it was disgusting and cheap.
Old school motels just look like a little 1-story, like just a little line of doors.
Sure.
Like there's like nothing. That's it.
Like they never changed the sheets kind of place.
Oh no, they didn't change.
I said we're not fucking staying there. I'm sorry, I'm not going there.
Hut.
Yeah, we're both like, let's get out of here.
It was, dude. It was really rough.
So we left his friend there, and we're like, we're gonna go find someplace else.
First of all, we're riding around up in the mountains. It's getting dark because we couldn't find this fucking place to begin with. Now the sun's going down. There's no street lights up in the mountain roads. You're climbing up and down mountains and shit. We finally find this place, and it's the only place around for miles. You can't even get a phone signal to go on like around me or like on your smart. Here we are, like we're up in the mountains.
Signal.
We're trying to use high technology and look on the GPS to find. There's zero.
And it's like now midnight, right?
Joe, when you look on the Maps app and you can see, like the roads and everything, all you see is green.
Nothing.
Yeah. So there's fucking nothing out there. So now we're like down. We're the only people on this road in the middle of the night. There's no lights on the highway. Like as far as side of the road lights, there's nothing.
You're taking all these windy roads up and down
in the fucking mountains, and then what crossed in front of us?
And we come around this one turn, and we're coming downhill on a steep curve, and over the guardrail is a couple 100-foot drop. Out comes this big black bear. Jumps over the guardrail and runs right in front of the bike.
Crossed our path.
I had to hit the brakes hard and almost skid.
Wow.
The thing went right across, and this thing's like da-dum, 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 just like galloping across the fucking road.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Holy crap!" And
we would have died.
Just about lost control of the bike to avoid hitting this thing. And as we kept going, I'm like, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Holy shit! Do you know what the fuck that was? It was just a giant black bear." And I'm thinking, not that like color of the bear has anything to do with it,
But it was dark. We couldn't. It was hard to see.
Why you got to bring black into it?
Asshole.
Yeah, I'm a bear. I'm a bear, motherfucker. So what?
Yeah, so what, motherfucker? So anyway, I'm thinking to myself, all right, if we would have actually hit this thing, which I missed it literally by feet, okay?
Yeah.
What would have happened is that it would have knocked us off the bike. It would have just pissed the bear off. Now we would have been laying there with broken legs or whatever,
and he'd eat us.
The bear would have just come over and just eaten us alive.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened.
Oh yeah, because it wouldn't have killed the bear. It would have busted us up though.
Yep. And then if we lived, we would have gotten eaten alive.
Could you imagine, man?
That's
got to be the worst way.
Such
to die.
a close fucking
I would have
call.
protested hashtags contractors lives matter.
Oh,
I would have protested.
Yeah. And then
black bear.
Fucking bears, I swear. And then we finally found after like nothing was available. We finally find the last fucking room available for miles and miles and miles. I mean, like we had this one hotel who didn't have rooms available, calling others in the area for us, trying to help us to get a room.
Yeah, but when they call other hotels, it's not like they're calling the Sheraton and saying, this is whatever, some other.
Hey, Virgil. Yeah, this is Mabel.
Exactly,
yeah, this is the Marriott up in.
No.
You have a room here.
You guys have the broom closet available.
Exactly.
Yes,
this is like, hey, Herschel, y'all got a room?
Yeah, we ended up actually getting a semi-decent room at a semi-decent place, which was cool. But then the next day, do you remember what the fucking next day was? Because his asshole fucking friend, I'm putting quotes around the word friend, because he always had fucking stupid suggestions. He was such an idiot. He kept telling us about I got this place. These friends of mine are letting me use this place as much as I want. It's beautiful. It's in the mountains. It's got an outdoor shower. You're not going to believe this place.
It's a place. It's got a mountain. This place is amazing, man. Wait till you see this house. It's got a mountain view. You're on top of the mountain. They own the whole top of the mountain. You can hang out on the deck with a fire pit, and then it's got this beautiful outdoor shower. He kept going on about this outdoor shower.
Yeah.
Come and listen to a story about a man named
exactly.
Mountaineer.
So we get to this place. This is after now we were gonna stay the night before in this place that he made a reservation for us for, which he stayed at, and I'm like, dude, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. So now we're half an hour away in some other bumfuck town. So we hook up on the phone and we meet him at this place.
But the place, you can't access it with the motorcycle because it's at the top of a fucking mountain. So we have to park.
We get there, all you see is a mailbox and a gravel driveway. Which we're thinking, okay, so there's plenty of houses that have a driveway, and just around the corner is the house. Now, we leave the bikes by the mailbox, and we start walking. And, dude, if I tell you, it was like a
marsh.
Like a 2-mile walk.
You, parked the bike in the marsh, and then we had to walk up a fucking driveway for, 2 miles.
Uphill.
Up fucking hill.
And it's raining.
Let me just say it again. Up fucking hill.
It's raining.
And it's raining, and it's shitty weather, and I'm like, this fucking sucks. But we're a new relationship, so I'm like, I don't want to be the complainer, so I'm just going to keep it to myself, because I want him to think I'm the cool chick. So I just keep it to myself, and I was the cool chick.
Because here I am. I'm like, hey, listen, man, my friend Kenny, who you're going to meet this weekend, you're going to love this guy. And from the second she met him, he's like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
I know. This fucking place, it's like shit.
Nah, he's just one of those people. It's like, he's crazy, and you just got to love him or you hate him.
He's a fucking idiot.
So anyway, every single thing that he did from that whole weekend, which he thought we was trying to hook us up with a nice weekend, it was just a fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah.
So now we finally get to this huge house we're going to go see that his friends let him stay at.
And it's like
the fucking weekend.
It was like the fucking Brady Bunch house inside. So it was not modern or nice or anything.
By the way, it's raining the whole time, and everybody's wet. We're soaked. We're on the motorcycles. It's not a good time, man. So
not at
we didn't
all.
have a good night's sleep in this crazy place that we stayed at. We get to and we start walking up this hill. And we're walking, and we're fucking walking and walking, and then we come to a turn in the rain. I'm like, oh, it's got to be right around this bend. And then you turn the bend, and then you see another mile uphill, and there's still
I want to fucking kill this guy.
There's still no house in sight.
I want to kill this guy.
So we finally get up to the top of the mountain. We cross over the crest of this mountain, and here's the house. And it's like a fucking it's like a trailer. It's like a
shithole.
It's like an RV.
It's a fucking shithole.
It's one of those. It's like the thing that you would put on a job site, like the mobile offices. That looks like it's basically a big trailer, right? It's up on top of, and we're like, what? And he's like, man, this place is great. I told you it's on top of the mountain, and check out the view.
Oh, and the outdoor shower.
I
didn't know that a spigot that's up high is called A shower?
The outdoor shower
Fucking
is...
spigot instead of close to the ground. It was about head height.
Wait. The outdoor shower is a garden hose that goes up the wall, and they got it held on with like a hose clamp, and it's attached to like a shower head.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was the outdoor shower.
First of all, I didn't go to someone's house to take a shower.
No, but that's we wouldn't shut the fuck up about how this house was so nice with an outdoor shower.
It was just a build-up. Anyway, it turned out to be...
Stop that.
Gourmet meals like possum coq au vin.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Raccoon pie.
Yeah.
Nice. Fucking sucked.
Anyway, so that was that was a crazy weekend. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun on the bike, man. We've been all over the place, all kinds of trips and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And
but I was a good fucking sport, right? For everything.
You were, and I got to say, because when you met me, I was doing a lot of bike trips, and I had a whole group of friends that were all, bike guys, and the whole group of them, and we would do trips all over. We'd do like trips for 4 or 5 days at a time, 1,500 miles, 2,000 miles, up into the mountains, all different locations, and no one ever took their wives or girlfriends. It was just the guys' weekend, for this epic ride, which, by the way, there's a difference between getting on a motorcycle and going for a ride one day and going for 4 days, like 10 hours a day riding. It's a lot of riding. Even the most, seasoned rider will be like, dude, are we stopping anytime soon?
Yeah.
So now we show up at the ferry. We're getting on the ferry, Port Jeff Ferry, to jump across to the mountains. And I roll up with you on the back. And they're like, I didn't tell anybody you were coming. And I'm taking this trip with these guys every year for years. We all look forward to this one big mountain trip that we do. And here you are. And it's raining that morning.
Yeah.
So that compounds the whole, which we don't, guys who ride like that, we ride in all kinds of weather. We all have rain gear.
And Skip had bought me rain gear brand new. And we went to the Harley Davidson's shop on the way.
Yeah.
And they only had men's gear. They didn't have any women's rain gear, so we bought me the same outfit as he had, but in a size small. So of course it still fit me big. So we were both like twinsies on the bike with the same rain gear.
That was a little, a little much. So here I come, Joe, riding up to the ferry. Here I come riding up to the ferry with a dozen hardcore riders, dude. I mean, these fucking dudes are hard, man. And they're looking at me, and I got the chick on the back with our matching, rain gear, and they were like, "Really, guy? Right now? Really?" First
Hi,
of all,
everybody. This is Alison.
They were like, "What are you, like the fucking Bopsy twins?" Like, first of all, who's the chick, and why is she on the back of your bike right now? Because we're gonna take a 1,000-mile ride, and. So everyone already is shaking their head, and I can see them all talking to each other on the side, like, oh, God, this isn't going to go well. Oh, what the fuck? Maybe we should just fucking leave him. No. So I'm like, no, man. And you had never taken a trip with me ever on the bike. This is your first ride, so this is a hell of a ride to see.
I mean, we literally just bought the rain gear.
And this is the kind of ride to where, like, if you're, like, we're not turning around.
Right.
When you're up in the mountains and we got 10 hours into the ride, we're not going back.
Right.
So... if you're not having a good time, you're just going to have to suck it up, So I'm like thinking to myself, because I really don't know if you're going to, I'm hoping that you're going to be into this, because you had never even really been on a motorcycle.
Yeah, but I was already head over heels in love. I would do anything. Or not, 10 hours in the rain on a motorcycle. No, I was just like, I'll do anything just to be with you.
That'll make anybody fall out of love very quickly. So thank God, you toughed it out, man. And I still to this day talk to those guys and I'm like, dude, man, because they all leave their wives home because they're all a bunch of they don't want to do that, man. Because they don't want to hear any whining, they don't want to hear any bullshit, And you were like a trooper. You toughed it out the whole ride in the rain, the whole thing,
pouring rain.
And then I could see once we got there, I was the only one that had a chick. And now you guys are going to have a fucking sausage fest in the hotel.
Yep.
You guys can all go off and do your thing.
Yep.
And I got my chick with me. So see you in the morning, boys. You guys go have a good time down in the TV room or play pool or some shit. I'm going to get laid.
Me and Tom are going down to that rock in the woods over there.
We're going to go down to the bar, and so the next morning at breakfast, they're all fucking hungover and shot. Yep. And I'm like, oh, so how'd you guys do? Anybody hook up? They're like, no. What happened? You mean nobody hooked up? Nothing? No. There were a couple single guys with us. Obviously, the married guys aren't, but the single. And I'm like, no. And of course, the married guys, they have their wives home anyway, so they're like, no. And I'm like,
Yeah. And
And
it was
that rain gear. Carol and I did a 5-hour trip from Saratoga in the pouring rain with no rain gear.
Oh my God.
Soaking. I couldn't have gotten more wet if I'd have driven the bike into a pool.
Wow.
I'm dead serious.
Like, you can't get any more wet than that.
In fact, I think you get wetter because it absorbs. It soaks
The
your
wind
skin
is pushing it into
your body. I was hydrated. We were both swollen. Carol and I were both swollen, but she was a trooper. This was right after we had gotten together.
Oh my
she made
God.
that ride with me.
Oh, well, if she made it through that ride, that's a great test.
Just
right?
falling asleep on the back of the bike.
Oh, that's what
No
I do.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
what I
fall
always
asleep.
do. I always sleep on the back of the bike.
Yeah, I don't even
Yeah,
know
but
how
you have the armrest.
Yeah.
No, this was if she had fallen asleep.
No, I lean on him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was.
Oh, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
you even have a sissy
No
bar or anything
sides.
on the back there?
I have a sissy bar, but I don't have the sides. You have the armrest.
Yeah. Yeah, well, your seat, Allie, it's kind of like locks you in because we have the trunk
I
behind
felt her
us.
listing off to one side, and I kept on like the first time it happened, I was like, "What the fuck?" I turned around, I grabbed her and pulled her back. She goes, "Oh, I was falling asleep." Like, you're on the back of a fucking motorcycle, so I had to keep on headbutting her with my helmet.
That's what you do. You fucking
I
bang.
headbutt him.
She bangs her helmet into the back of my helmet when she falls asleep. I hear the
clunk.
I hear like. I'm like, what the hell is that? The first time you did that, I'm like, really? Are you really sleeping on the? We're doing 80 miles an hour on the thruway.
It's very relaxing.
Probably one of the best tandem showers we had ever taken, though, after that ride.
Really?
A nice hot shower.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. My hands were dyed with my leather gloves.
Oh, from the gloves.
Yeah, they were dyed black.
Yeah.
The dye had seeped into my skin. It was a horrendous ride.
Oh, yeah.
That's her dedication.
Yeah, if
my
you
girl.
stick it out. If you can
Fuck
make
yeah.
it through that ride, and that's when I knew. See, I was like, man, this chick is cool. But once we got back from that ride, I'm like, oh, yeah. I got to hang on to this one.
Yeah.
Because everyone that I've ever been with before you, I like the rest of the guys, leave them at home, because who wants to do that ride? Unless you're a real serious biker, you don't want to take
Well, that's why she's got the property of Skip tattooed on her ass right now.
That's actually funny that you should say that because this tattoo right here on my right wrist.
on that trip.
On that trip, we were at the rally, and I walked.
Here's when they really thought we were fucked up because
yeah.
we show up in the matching rain gear, and she makes it to Americade, which is a long ass ride in the rain. And the first day there, of course, every bike rally has a million tattoo places, right?
Sure.
So she goes into the tattoo shop and tells
And I already have on my left wrist Kilo that I had designed this, so I wanted the same type of font because I made it myself. I wanted the guy to draw Skip.
For those of you
But I
listening
wanted-
for the first time, it's not like a kilo of cocaine. That's the name of her
Our
dog.
Chihuahua, yeah, yes. So I wanted the same. I had nothing on my right wrist, so I wanted to get Skip's name on there, but I wanted it to be a surprise. So I went into there and I was talking to the guy, and I had him drawing it up. And then Skip still didn't know, like, what do you do when you get a tattoo? What do you do? And I'm like, yeah, just wait. And then when the guy had it ready, we went in and he started putting the stencil on me, and that's when Skip saw that his name was on my wrist.
And we were just
We were only together like 6 weeks.
Well, we were not like I'm like.
Oh, come on.
I'm like,
Did
what are you doing?
How could you not at that point think she was some kind of psychotic?
Oh, I did a little bit.
In retrospect,
a little bit, but I also knew that I knew where she was coming from with it because
It all worked out.
We fell in love from the moment we met. So it's like I got it, but I'm like, okay, I know how you're feeling and everything, but I'm like, this is like you're getting a giant tattoo on your wrist with my name on it, and that's when all my boys were like, who thought you were like, now you're the coolest chick ever because you rode in the rain and we went to the thing.
But now they're all looking at me like, you
now-
stupid
But
ass.
now you're the crazy chick.
Yeah.
now you're the.
And you know what? That fucking guy, the one that's a corrections officer, like 3-4 years later, apologized to me for that because we are together, we stayed together, we got married, and he did apologize because he was acting like a dick about the tattoo. He said some snide shit.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, yeah, really? You're gonna put his name? Like, you don't even know the fucking guy because they all knew me for years, and they're like, they knew I'd been.
I've known Skip for 20 years.
They knew I'd been with other girls.
And,
They'd seen me other girlfriends and stuff like that. And like, here comes this new girl they first just met this day on the ride, and like she's getting a tattoo of my name, and they're all like. Dude, do you know what she's doing? And you might want to go in the tattoo shop and go see what's going on in there. And
we just knew. We fucking knew from right away, though. There was like no. We just knew.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. So, but yeah, those guys, they all
keep you around for a while.
yeah, they all fucking thought I was nuts, and I was a little nuts.
You are a little
to
nuts,
do
though.
that, but I knew.
You are a little bit nuts.
And it's not like I couldn't get it covered up if you ended up being a dick.
Oh, it's true. Yeah. Yep. There's always
That's
a
how I
cover.
ended up getting an ace of spades right over my freaking junk.
That's how I got
A giant
On your
ace of
junk?
spades. I have a giant ace of spades, right?
On your
in
junk.
In the pubic area.
Oh.
It started out as a handmade tattoo of my girlfriend's initials down there. We both did it in like early junior high.
Oh,
we got
my
India
God.
ink and needles. This is the girl that I went with years
Wow.
ago. And we gave each other tattoos.
Oh my God.
Wait, so you gave her you gave each other the
We gave
tattoos?
each other the tattoos.
Oh, good
with
God.
India
That had to
ink
look like
and a
shit.
needle. India ink and a
That
needle.
must be a fucking abortion, dude.
That was hardcore. Well, what happened was that ended up needing to be covered up when I got married years later because my future wife was like, every time I
no.
fucking go down on you, I'm not going to look at this fucking initials. I go, oh. So I was like, okay, all right.
Right over your junk.
Got that covered up with her initials. Oh. Like a little fancier.
Like you
'cause,
didn't learn
it
your
was
lesson
anime.
the first time around.
And after that, I ended up
God.
with another girl. After I got divorced, I ended up with another girl going, I don't need to see these fucking initials. And I'm like,
How many
what
times
now?
can you turn the P into a B? I mean, like, what the fuck? What do you do?
Exactly.
What do you do after that?
Yeah.
So no, after that, you end up getting a spade.
Just a solid black.
Solid black.
Yeah.
Get rid of all of it. I have a spade
Yeah.
that. So now when
That's when you see people that have like a solid black band around their arm.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, something was there.
I was
they
like,
didn't
wow,
want.
really, dude? Like, your tattoo artist is really, like, creative there. Fucking the black patch.
Something
And
was
then it's
there
like,
that they
no,
didn't
that's
want
like
anymore.
my ex-wife. I'm like, I get it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was straight up with Carol. I could have told her anything, but I told her, this is covered up like, I don't know, 18 girls' names.
Right. Yeah, but
Initials.
that's like over your junk, though. I gotta say, like, you were pretty ballsy
Bam.
doing it on your wrist.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can't cover that up. It's
No.
like people get tattoos, like, on their back or their upper arm. You can cover it with a short sleeve
Yeah.
shirt. That's out there all the time.
Yeah.
And so when I saw you doing that, just the tattoo alone, but where you were doing the tattoo, like,
Yeah.
that's some special real estate right
That's
there.
because you're special.
Yeah.
I knew it. And you knew it.
I did.
You did, and it was actually that trip where you said to me when you got very drunk. I'll give it to that, but you weren't. You were just drunk, and you said, so do you think you'd ever end up wanting to get married again? Making it's a conversation and passing question, and I thought right in the back of my head, I was like, I got him. I know it.
Well, I already knew before that. That's why I didn't make a big deal out of you getting a tattoo with my name on it, because I'm thinking like, all right, well, we're gonna wind up together anyway, so okay. But still, that's a ballsy move, man. I gotta give you credit. That was
We knew, and that's when we had the conversation with the ice cream. When we were at the dinner and we had gotten dessert. Do you remember we were? I was giving you my ice cream. It was like the best part, like the melty part. It was so good. And I was
This
saying,
is where everyone throws up.
I know, and I was saying I can't eat it. I said I want you to have the best part. And you're like, me too. It's like when I have something good, it's like I can't even enjoy it because I want you to have it. And I was like, yeah.
Everyone right now is going.
Yeah, we would always give each other the best part. We still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's abysmal.
Malox.
Alka-Seltzer. Anybody got Alka-Seltzer? You carry Alka-Seltzer? Some damn nauseating.
Anti-nausea
You should keep it in your fucking pocket.
Just mainline
Just
it
here
into my
before you
arm.
start
It
talking
was
that
sweet
shit.
though. He said that was the first time I ever really felt like that. Like I didn't want to have something for myself because I wanted somebody else to have it like that.
That is true. That's true, and I think that's how you know. That's how you know, because when you think about the person that you're with before you think of yourself, then you know you're in the right relationship.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen
Honey,
very
I'm
often.
going out for a couple of days. Here. Keep my balls. I'm just going to leave them with you because I want you to have the best part of me.
No, listen. Let's not get crazy. We're talking about a fucking scoop of ice cream over here, not my balls. That's a difference. She can't have those. Those are mine.
It should
and
be
they
like
stay
2
on my
scoops
body.
of ice cream.
My balls are mine. Sorry, nobody gets those.
Well, we get to share them.
All right. Yes, this is true.
Yeah, we do.
We share them a lot.
Oh my God.
What are we doing, man?
I don't even know. We got so off
we're
topic.
so far off track.
So, oh God.
Talking about balls and ice cream.
You know what I wanted to? Oh God. Well, There was a couple things that we wanted to
We
bring up.
started out with pretzel dick. And
Pretzel dick. The pretzel dick came
Like
from Urban
word,
Dictionary.
right?
Sharknado was on.
Dude, you ever see this movie?
Sharknado 3.
Sharknado 1, 2, and 3.
Right. So 3 came out recently, and we were talking about how fucking stupid that is. And
I didn't see 1 and 2. I just saw bits and pieces of
Right,
it. But
we didn't see them.
But yeah, then I see 3 comes out like all in the same year, and I'm like, wow, fucking Ian Ziering's really busy.
And
Evidently,
what's the premise behind the movie?
He's the only one in 90210 that's still working, evidently. But
the others are in the nursing home now.
But so if you have not seen Sharknado, it's like a spoof on a sci-fi movie because they purposely make it so bad and
cheesy.
so cheesy, and the special effects are so fucking bad that it's funny. It's like a joke. So it's like it's a tornado of sharks actual sharks that are spinning around in the air.
So, so Skip started going nuts, coming up with other NATO words.
They get picked up in a tornado.
They get picked up in a tornado
and deposited on land.
Yes,
right.
And so now they fly around and they land and they bite people in the streets and chew off. As they're flying past you, they chew your arm off. So I'm watching this thing and I'm just baffled by how bad it is. But then at the same time, you can't stop watching it. And see that's the hook. And so they're already working on Sharknado 4, evidently. I don't know. But anyway, as I'm watching this thing, I'm thinking like Sharknado. Or so what you could put like anything in front of NATO, right? So like there's got to be other words that we can put in front.
First one that came to your mind.
Well, I'm thinking like Ian Ziering's been really busy making movies. What's going to happen when they run out of ideas? He's going to wind up doing porn or something because there's going to be nothing left for him to do. So we can just roll right into Cocknado. That will be the gay porn version. And now it's Cocknado.
The very first time I heard of Sharknado, I thought of Darknado, where there was a bunch of Bloods and Crips getting picked up by a tornado and deposited in each other's.
God, I
can't.
Each other's
and
all complaints, leukemia.
Yeah, dark.
All complaints.
Hoods.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So then you had one for the other one.
Yeah, cunt-nado. That's when all of your exes show up at the same fucking place.
Like if you go to a bar and all of a sudden you realize you look around the room and there's like 5 ex-girlfriends all there, and then they notice that you're there, and then they all get together and start talking to each other and commiserating and talking about what a bastard you are.
Yeah, it's a cunt-nado.
And then they all start come over to your side of the room. You're like, oh no, here comes the cunt-nado. Or bitch-nado, right? There could be bitch-nado.
Yeah, no, when I was thinking about your exes, I was thinking more like cunt-nado.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the other one that was...
oh, God, this was fucking perfect. Perfect. In our living room, fan on the ceiling, fart-nado.
Because if you guys have heard me like, hashtag smell it before. If you've listened to our past podcasts, it's like,
being in my house is like being in a fart-nado.
I have owned it. I don't try to hide from it. I'm just like, smell it.
A big green stinky tornado, fart-nado.
Well, yeah, it's the ceiling fan is blowing it. It's just like no matter where you go in the room,
you can't escape it.
You can't get away from
it's fucking everywhere.
From the fart-nado. It's like a cyclone of stink.
Yeah, we were like trying to think of some more. We were like hoping that people would go onto our Facebook page or Twitter page and put their NATO.
Yeah, if you guys can come up with some good ideas, we'll put it on the next pods or next.
Yeah, we'll call out we'll announce who we think that the best ones are.
So we're opening up the NATO contest right now. Fill in the blank in front of NATO. Give us your ideas. Post it on our Facebook page, and we'll pick a winner over the next couple.
Yeah,
of pods.
I am really excited and curious to see what people come up with.
We'll think up some good prize to give you. I don't know what it's going to be yet, depending upon how good your NATO word is. But,
well, we will send you something, and we will announce you on the podcast. I can't wait to see.
Speaking of,
people are fucking funny online. People come up with good shit.
Speaking of farts and sending you something, I don't want to get into the whole story.
I know what you're going to say.
I don't want to get into the whole story of where we were at yet and all that, because I'm going to.
It's another story later on.
It's a great story, but let's just say we were at a family event a couple of weeks ago, and we stayed overnight, and evidently I had left my flip-flops at the pool where we were staying. And one of the people that were at the event, who is my cousin actually, said to me, we started talking about farts, and evidently he is someone like myself who loves to record them on the iPhone.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it.
Whole big funny thing.
But not only that they have the same ability to fart on command endlessly. And it was like, you guys are just so related. It was unbelievable. And then they had the farts in the phone, too,
So
same
we
one.
were trying to think up of ways to bottle them and put them in like a mason jar or seal them up somehow, and you could send them to people and as a joke, as a fucking funny joke, right? It's like a goof. So I texted him. I'm like, hey, man, I think I left my flip-flops by the pool. Could you check them out? Like, yeah. He's like, oh, I'll send them back to you. So I know his fucked up humor, right? So I open up the express mail thing, and inside that are my flip-flops, but they're in a Ziploc bag. And I'm thinking to myself, this motherfucker.
And then I said,
man.
Did you see what's written on that bag?
Yeah, so he writes on the Ziploc bag, open this bag with caution. And I'm like, that motherfucker, he farted into this fucking Ziploc bag, sealed that fucking thing up, and now I'm going to open him up to get my flip-flops out. And because
That was
if you
awesome.
think about it, it probably would stay in there, right? I mean, it's airtight, right?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely, yeah.
This is the mind that we're dealing with here, people.
Yeah. And I would have been interested to actually see if the smell would have lingered in the bag, but I won't smell it because I don't want to smell it. But I'm curious. I would actually probably do it with my own fart, maybe.
You have to hire an immigrant for like $5.
Oh, that's fucked up. Again, contact Joseph Cumey on Twitter if you have a problem with that
I'll
joke.
do it for $5.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
So
God.
listen, if you want to do something funny and you want to fuck with somebody, like a practical joke, fart into a Ziploc bag, mail it to them, and let's see what happens.
Oh, my God. Do you have a? We need to hop along.
Let's hop.
Hop along. Do you have a what the fuck, or should I just do one and then you can do a tip?
Why don't you give us yours, because I'm always spewing off my what the fuck. So why don't you give us? Actually, no, you are a fuck fest, because every time we do it, it's like every other word is fuck. But go ahead.
I do. I have issue with some things, and this is a seasonal what the fuck. It's relating to the places where you go to get ice cream and frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
This has been a fucking what the fuck for years for me now with this fucking Ralph's Italian ice place. Ralph. There's Ralph's everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Like there's
it's
like
a huge chain, right?
Yeah, it's a huge chain. They have Italian ices, but
and they're really good.
Yeah. They're fine. They're Italian ices. They're just Italian ices, whatever. They sell ice cream. They've got a huge selection of ice cream. Have you been in there, Joe? Have you ever walked into
Down in
Ralph's?
Port?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're everywhere.
Okay, yeah. I just want to see if he's familiar with what I'm about to say. When you walk in and they've got the whole freezer full of ice cream and ices, you can't see them. They have the whole fucking freezer, like the whole glass is covered with something. You can't see the fucking ice cream.
You see a picture of the ice cream in a cone.
Yeah,
like it'll say chocolate ice cream.
Don't see the ice
No, you
cream.
don't see the ice cream itself.
No,
it says, no. There's no picture of what it looks like. What are you talking about? That's the whole fucking beef, is that you can't see the fucking ice cream. All you see is the name of what the flavor is.
Oh, it just says the flavor.
It just says the name.
Right.
So you don't know if it's mint chip. You don't know if it's like more like Baskin Robbins with like a whole shitload of flaky chocolate, or if it's just like a few random big chips. I want to see the fucking ice cream. If it's like, they call it the caramel ribbon, is it like a big juicy caramel ribbon that looks really enticing, or is it just like a speck of something? Like, you can't see the fucking ice cream. Why would you hide the ice cream? It's a glass case. Who's the fucking dipshit moron that thought to put something that covers it up so you can't see it?
Obviously, someone who doesn't mind handing out thousands of samples a year.
It's fucking. I won't go in there. I boycott that place. It's totally retarded. I will not go in there.
You have to see it before you buy it.
Yes,
right?
because just based on the stupidity factor alone, why are you hiding the ice cream? I want to. That's how I make my selection, is based on how it looks. I want like the one that looks like the best stuff in it. It's got a lot of stuff in it. What the fuck? Who the fuck does that? Baskin Robbins has been around for like fucking dozens and dozens of years, and they don't hide their ice cream. You go to Hershey's ice cream place, they don't hide their ice cream. Friendly's, you can see the shit in the fucking case at least. Like,
how about Carvel?
What the fuck? Well, no, they're mostly soft serve Carvel, but
Baskin Robbins been around since they had 2 flavors.
Exactly.
Right, what are they up to now?
I
don't know.
Was it like 31
But I'm
flavors?
fucking pissed. All right, so that fucking pisses me off, Ralph. So what the fuck? I want to see the ice cream. That's what I want to see. That's how it's just like when you go into a pizza place. You see they got 20 different kinds of pies now. You got ziti on it, chicken parmesan, salad pie.
That's a good analogy. Imagine if you walked to a pizza place and you just saw the name of the pizza.
Yeah.
You need to see the pie, right?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, they all have like the glass case where you can see every pie.
Exactly.
And then you say, I want that slice. Like, not even...
Exactly.
No, the one to the left. That slice.
That slice.
Yeah,
yep.
That one.
Thank you, honey.
Wow.
Yes. So
I never really thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so they're fucking assholes. That really pisses me the fuck off.
So you need to see it.
I need to see the ice cream. And why are you hiding it? Is there something about your cleanliness? Now I'm questioning, why are you hiding the ice cream?
Well, I've had their ice cream. Their ice cream is good. You don't know what. It's kind of like a mystery because you don't know what it's called.
Why?
Maybe
Why
I'll go
not
do
show it?
I'll do a man on the street expose. I'll go in there with a video camera and I'll ask them,
Why?
Why aren't you showing your ice cream?
Right.
Is there something wrong
Because if
with
it's
it?
just as easy to show it, why would you choose to keep it from the
Is
public?
it crystallized? Maybe it's been in the deep
Thank you.
freeze too long.
Yep.
Could be.
Maybe it
Yeah.
melted and refroze.
Right.
This is.
You can only think the worst because there's no benefit.
Yes.
No
This
benefit.
truly is a dilemma, and with all of the world events going on, this is something that really.
This affects the public health.
This is a major problem, people. We could be talking about the state of the economy or world peace, but no, it's the hidden mystery
Hidden
ice cream.
Fuck them. I'm not going to buy anything in there.
It's actually like a what the heck.
It's the what? Yeah.
No, it's not.
Does it really qualify as a fuck, or is it like a heck?
I don't know.
That makes me say, what the fuck? They're hiding something.
Well, you are,
And I love ice cream.
Obviously.
Part of the whole experience is choosing it based on how it looks. I mean, this is human nature. People you salivate based on what you see. How do you fucking get so excited for something to eat that you cannot see? You don't know how good it's going to be.
Mr. Softy doesn't just list the
Elio's
names.
Pizza.
They have pictures going around the window, remember?
True.
For the ice cream truck?
Yes, and remember Elio's Pizza in the box. You look at the box, it's got like the cheesy
Elio.
mozzarella, and then you take it out, you put it in the toaster oven, it's like,
that's a
spicy meatball. And then you take it out of the fucking toaster or the oven, right, and there's like no mozzarella
How
on
about
these
the
things.
chef,
And it
man?
doesn't stretch
But
the cheese.
Chef Boyardee, even the chef had pictures of the raviolis on the can.
Yeah.
Right?
Baby, that's not a good example.
I'm saying,
All right.
even the chef.
I have a related what the fuck, though, because this really does get lumped in with the same one.
Hold
I
on
just
a
have to
second.
say.
Is this part deux?
It's part deux.
There's a two-part what the fuck?
Yes,
here?
it is.
Ice cream NATO.
Yeah.
What the fuck squared?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very related. It's the frozen yogurt places now. Now, we've got that place that we go to on the beach in Venice Beach, the Venice Beach frozen yogurt place. And then they've got that, what is it called? Pinkberry, right? Fucking Pinkberry. You ever hear Pinkberry?
Pinkberry is the shit. But, I mean,
No. Let me just say something. Okay, yeah, their shit tastes good, but let me just say this about that. You get these...
Pinkberry.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're doing now.
Yeah.
My Pinkberry.
I like your Pinkberry.
Little Pinkberry in the boat.
Oh, boy.
Although, if the Pinkberry's in the back, it's not good. That could be like a hemorrhoid or something.
Like a Pinkleberry.
Pinkberry in the front's good. Pinkberry in the back is like, ew.
Oh, honey.
Does that hurt?
Anyway, okay, so my issue with fucking Pinkberry and other places like it is the self-serve versus they serve you, okay? Self-serve places like around the corner from here, what's it called?
Swirls and
Twirls, right? You put your own shit in the cup, they weigh it, you pay for exactly what you purchase, right? You go to Pinkberry, how the fuck do you know? Like, you got one person doing it into the cup, the swirl, and another person. It could be a difference of 10 ounces, really. Depends on how high you make this, like the swirl that goes to the top.
You know what the trick is with that? After you pull the arm down, you put the yogurt in the cup. You take the cup and you smash it on the countertop there.
I
and
do
it
that
flattens
That's
out.
what I do.
It goes from coming up above the
Right.
top of the cup to half a cup.
That's what I
And then
do
you go
when
back in for round two.
But that doesn't solve the problem of when you go into a place like Pinkberry, you're paying a certain price based on the cup size you choose, but you have no control over how much actually goes into
they
the
don't
cup.
weigh it at Pinkberry?
No!
Oh.
They don't fucking weigh it.
That's why I like old school.
Yes, so that's bullshit that these places charge you by the cup
Sunday at Carvel.
and you,
Oh, yeah, Tom Carvel.
Yeah.
Fudgy the Whale.
Hello, I'm Cookie Puss.
I'm Cookie Puss.
Fucking
Yeah.
Cookie Puss.
Fucking Cookie Puss.
Ah, Cookie Pussy.
What was it?
Wednesday.
Something the whale.
Chubby the Whale.
No, not
It was
Chubby.
the whale.
It was Fudgy the Whale.
Fudgy the Whale. Yeah.
Fudgy the fudge packing whale.
Oh my God.
Packs
Was
the
it
fudge.
Wednesdays or Sundays?
Sundays at Carvel, yeah. The place next door to where you were playing a couple of weeks ago when we went to go see you.
Yeah.
They had the Wednesday is Sunday, and you had, I feel bad to say it, but there was a lot of people in there that, could have done without. Anyway.
There was a line out the door, and it was like, wow.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's my beef, people. You know, if you have a protest, you know, get your signs and your pickets ready, and protest these places that don't give you any control over how much you're paying for. You know what I'm saying?
This is a serious issue.
It's serious.
You know what? I
avoid those places.
I will lay awake tonight contemplating a solution to this.
No, I think it's very unfair because you get some 16-year-old snot-nosed kid who's, you know, giving his best friend a high fucking swirl up the top, and then you get the fucking ugly bitch behind the counter who's jealous of the way you look, and she gives you like the little tiny swirl on the top of your cup.
The envision of the snot-nosed kid with my snot and my yogurt. It's not. You just crushed my whole. Now I'm not going to any of them.
I know, but you get my point, right? It's like it's taking advantage of the customer by giving you no control over the product that you're getting.
This just popped into my head how politically incorrect that Tom Carvel commercial used to be. The local Tom Carvel commercial.
Yeah.
You guys remember it?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he came out with Thinny Thin?
Oh yeah,
Thinny Thin. But he actually said on the air, I swear, this was part of the commercial. And check out our Thinny Thin for your fatty fat friends.
He did?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh my God! No.
Oh, but you know what? That's funny because
Back in the
what are
day,
we
that
talking?
was
Like
back in
20
the-
years ago,
Yeah,
right?
at least.
That's
At
when you
least.
could still say, you can't say anything now without upsetting someone. You
course
can't
not.
fucking God forbid you say any word that might offend some person on the planet. You know, it's like
Yeah.
But that was one of them. That just popped into my head. I can't believe that was actually put
That
out.
must have been a really long time ago, right? Like in the 70s or something?
Yeah, late
80s?
70s, early 80s. Yeah,
The
30
fucking
years
world
ago.
is so PC now. It's like,
that's
listen,
another
I
whole
understand
show.
everybody has it. You know, let's do what you got to do, whatever it is. I don't care. Just don't tell me what you're doing is right. Okay, if you want to, whatever it is, you're gay, you're this, you're that, I don't. It doesn't matter to me. Just okay, do what you got to do. Just don't tell me I have to do it. Then that's what it is. Okay, so then let you have your freedom. But today we are raising a society. Our kids are like living in a fucking bubble. First of all, it's like you're not allowed to say anything anymore. So you're gonna piss somebody off. You can't. What's going on with the flags right now in school? Right? I mean, like all of this stuff that's happening.
Oh boy,
like,
don't get on a soapbox now. This is for a
you're
whole other podcast.
You're gonna
to
get
talk
me
about.
crazy.
No, just end it now.
Save
Seriously.
this one for the next. Save this one for the next podcast.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I have a whole lot.
Oh, boy.
I know
Oh
you do.
no, we're gonna have to. Joe's gonna be sick for that next one.
Oh, I know.
Oh boy, no, save that for your podcast.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
I'll skip on my podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We can just we'll go on and on, man.
Yeah, I know. Don't even go there. I don't
really
even want
take
it.
the fucking.
You and Carol can sit upstairs and
Yeah.
hang
Don't
out,
even
have a
get me
glass of
started.
wine.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get me started,
I don't even
man.
want to hear the fucking feedback on
Take
that
the
shit.
fucking Dukes of Hazzard off the air because they had a Confederate flag.
Sacrilege.
All right, shut up, guys. Thank you.
Oh,
We have to
God.
come to an end. Do you have a tip that's quick, or should we save it because we ran late again?
My tip is I can give my tip if you guys want my tip.
I'm ready for your tip.
Are you ready? You want to take it?
I want to take your
All right,
tip.
I'm going to give you the whole thing. I'm going to give you tip and all. Oh my God.
Why are you looking at your phone?
Because I have a few of them and I want to choose from. I'm going to find one that's time appropriate right now.
Yeah.
So. All right. So basically, my tip is, this time of the year we're starting to approach like back to school in the fall and all that stuff. So people are always asking me online, like, what can we do around our house? Like this time of the year to kind of spruce up the house. We've got family coming with all the, the holidays and all that stuff. And I always tell people, whether you're handy or not, you don't need to get into building stuff or doing remodeling. Painting a room can make a huge difference. Just changing the color of a room and changing, some of the colors that you have, the textures and fabrics with pillows on your couch and stuff like that, it can make a huge difference. So I'm going to give you guys some painting tips real quickly on how you can do a good paint job. Basically, painting, starting off with the preparation. Painting is all about preparation. So if you prepare your job properly, you're going to have a good paint job, even for anyone that's never painted before in their lives. First of all, start out with good drop cloths and cover everything, whether it's cloth, fabric, plastic. Cover everything, the floors, your furniture. Make sure you're fully covered, because the one thing that's going to screw up any paint job is when you have to start cleaning it off of things you didn't intend to paint. So after you're doing all of that, one other thing, something I tell people to do is go around and prep all of the walls before you paint. And a really good way to do that, a little trick that you can do, is to take a lamp or some light source, put it on the floor at the bottom of that wall and shine it up each wall. That's going to give you a really good look at all the imperfections on the wall, little nail pops, little things you want to fill in on the wall before you start painting. Take a pencil and go around and circle every one of those imperfections on the wall. This way, when you go back with your spackle, you know exactly where those imperfections are. You can't really see when the light's not on them. Go back there and fill all the hole with your quick dry spackle. If you're going to use spackle and you're going to fill imperfections on your wall, this is the trick you can do with your spackle. Buy a $5 whip. It kind of looks like a whip that you use to make cake batter with, right? And you put it on the end, like a cake mixer.
Oh, yeah. The mixer-y looking thing.
Yeah. Get your spackle, put it in a separate bucket, get a whip. They sell them at any hardware store or whatever. You put it in the end of a drill, and you whip that spackle with a little bit of water. And what that's going to do is going to get all the air and all the little bubbles out of that spackle. You're going to whip it up with a little bit of water, and it's going to make it super smooth. So when you put the spackle on the wall, it's going to glide on perfectly. Not like when you take it out of the can originally. It's going to be perfect. You're going to want to skim coat those walls over all the spots that you circle with your pencil, and not even too heavy to where you have to sand it off. Just a quick put it on and wipe it right off with a spackle knife. After that stuff dries, now you're ready to start painting. And of course, you're going to want to prime everything, and that's always prime first, especially where you have spackle.
Or buy the paint with the prime in it?
You can, yeah, but if you have a lot of spackle, if you had to do any taping or any major spackle repairs, that fresh spackle is going to absorb the paint differently than the other wall that was already painted. So if you're repainting a wall that's already been painted, and now you have a large area that you spackled, the spackle will absorb this paint differently. So when the paint dries now, you're going to see a difference in the finish. You'll see like a difference in the sheen. So you're going to want to go back and make sure that that you take care of that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's it's important. So the paint with the primer is great for the overall paint job, but you might want to touch up those spots that you corrected with a little bit of primer first. Something you can do also if you're painting dark colors, like let's say, just for instance, we did a wall recently with a barn red, right? You want to, if you're going to prime that wall, you want to tint your primer. So when you go to the paint store and you buy your barn red or whatever it might be, blue, tell the paint guy mixing it up, get a can of primer and tell him to put some tint in it, to tint it to the same color palette as the paint that you're buying. It's going to make your job a whole lot easier than trying to just do a regular primer and paint over that. Okay, so now you got everything primed, you're ready to go. The first thing you want to do is cut in all of the corners around the ceiling and around the wall, and you're going to want to get a good cut brush. So for those of you who have not painted before, you're going to look at your brushes and you're going to find a 2 or 2.5 inch angled brush. The bristles are cut on an angle, not squared across. And this brush is specifically designed for cutting in corners and doing fine paint work. A brand that I would recommend to you is Purdy, P-U-R-D-Y. Great brand. It's a professional grade brand. Look for a nylon and polyester blended brush. That's going to give you a great job. And also use a good quality roller. Now, when it comes to rollers, and these are all little tips that make a huge difference in your paint job. When it comes to rollers, you're going to look at either a 3/8 inch or a 1/2 inch nap roller. Professional painters will usually choose a 1/2 inch nap. And what that means is the roller has a 1/2 inch of material on it, like the fur on the roller, rather than some of those thinner ones like a 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch. And what that does is going to hold more paint.
Oh.
So when you roll it on the wall, you're not going to get all those heavy paint lines, so where you're pressing on the roller so much to get the paint out of the roller.
Like a sponge when you press
you
on
can
it.
load that 1/2 inch nap roller up with plenty of paint and get a nice layer of paint on the wall. Another tip that you can do is use a paint filter. So now if you have a couple of cans of paint that you had mixed up in your color, let's say 2 gallons, right? Get a bucket, and you're going to want to box those cans of paint. So whenever you have paint mixed up, the colors that they mix in, many times, even though it's the same color, you have 2 gallons of it made up, they're not going to be exactly the same. So let's say you paint one wall, you started with the can, and you ran out of paint on the next wall, you open up the second can, it's going to be slightly different. So get a 5-gallon bucket or just a clean pail of paint and box the two, meaning dump both cans of paint into that empty bucket and mix them, stir them together completely. Now take another clean bucket. I know it sounds like a lot of work. Take another clean bucket and you're going to want to get a paint screen or a paint filter, and you're going to pour that mixed paint through the screen. And basically what that is, it's like a very fine screen. It's going to screen out any little bit of paint color that didn't get mixed properly. All the things when you go and roll paint on the wall and you see little little chips and little tiny things that like kind of stick out in the paint. It's all going to be filtered out now on your paint screen, and your paint's going to go on like glass. So those are some things that you can use that's going to make a big difference. Box your paint, use a filter, 1/2-inch nap roller, whip your spackle, and also the last thing I will tell you, if you really want to get a nice finish on your paint, there's a product out there made by a company called Flood. They make a product called Floetrol, Floetrol. It's a paint additive. Basically, you can mix that into your paint. You read the directions on the back, and what it does, it makes the paint glide on really super smooth. You're not going to get any roller marks or any brush marks. So when that paint dries, it's going to look like glass. It's a special additive. Only pros really even know to use it, but I can give this to you as a pro tip. If you want to get pro results, get yourself some Floetrol and mix it in with your paint. And there you go.
Thank you. That was a lot of information. I had no fucking clue.
Yeah, I tried to jam it all in.
I love when you say stuff that I don't know.
I like to jam my tip in.
I know you do. Oh, thank you for that.
I jam the tip and the whole thing in.
I love learning stuff from you and getting your tip.
I know it's a lot of information real quick. You can back it up and rewind it, and it was a lot to cover. But those couple of little things will make the difference between an amateur paint job and a professional paint job, guaranteed.
Oh, well, thank you, my love. Well, with that being said, we have come to the close of another podcast, and I am so happy that everybody that's still listening is still listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you so much. We would love it if you would follow us on Twitter, and also please go to our Hammer and Nails. It's Hammer Nails Pod.
On Twitter.
There's
also a Hammer and Nails Facebook page.
Yeah, please go and follow both of those because we're going to really try to keep everything pod related on those pages as opposed to our personal Facebook and Twitter pages. We also post pictures on Instagram. We love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to post your NATO on our pages because I'm just really curious to see what people come up with. We will pick a winner. We're going to try to do shit like that all the time, like have some kind of contest or something.
We were going to take calls today.
We were. You know what? We were going to, and I kept looking at the phone because the ringer's turned off, but I didn't see it ringing. Like I didn't see it saying that a call was coming in.
Here's another thing we're going to do. Because we weren't really prepared for it today, but we're going to start taking listener calls. So we're going to post a phone number on those social pages we just told you about, and the times when we'll be recording the next pod, and you guys can call in and give us your live questions. We'll answer on air.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. We're looking forward to doing that and doing some new fun things to get everybody interactive and having fun with us. So thank you again.
You got any plugs for us there, Mr. Joseph Cumia?
I'm going to get my ass rubbed now.
Oh, nice.
Nice, okay.
That's the only plug I have.
Oh, yeah, he's getting a massage. Okay, so let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
thank you
guys.
again, everybody, so much for listening.
Happy endings for everybody.
Happy endings. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
This is Corolla Digital.